Morning friends, how are you? Hope you're well and that you're having a good weekend so far. This is kind of an extra video for you. I have some books to review, two of which are being published Tuesday. So I thought I'd come on today and just do a quick little review video for you. Hope you enjoy it. I lost my little book that I have all my notes on, so I'll be relying on my phone for a while. But yes, what I plan to do is I'm going to sort of do it in sections and put the picture of the book before each section so you know which book I'm talking about. Also, I think it's quite nice that you get to see what the covers are like. All the books that I'm going to be talking about are Netgalley review books, so thank you very much to Netgalley, and I will say which publishers the books are from as I get started. Okay, the first book I'm going to talk about is A Tourist Guide to Murder by V.M. Burns. This is published on the 26th of January, so Tuesday, and I was very kindly sent this by Kensington Books, so thank you very much to them for sending me an e-arc copy of this. This is the next book in the cozy mystery that is set in a bookshop. So we're back with the characters that we've known since the very beginning, and that is Sam and Nana Jo and all Nana Jo's friends from the retirement village. This story doesn't take part within the bookshop that Sam, the mystery bookshop that Sam owns. Herself and Nana Jo and her friends are all going to England to do one of these murder or mystery bus tours, because Sam is writing a cozy mystery set in England, so they thought it would be a really good thing to go and do this bus tour so that she gets to sort of lap up the atmosphere of England for her novel. Things go awry from the very beginning, and it's a rush to get them to the airport. Something happens at the airport, and I think everybody, and if I was there, I would really want to absolutely squish Irma with I don't know what, but that woman can find trouble even if there's no trouble to be found. She's a fun, quirky character. I do like her, but sometimes I'm like, woman, what age are you? But they do get to London, and they spend some time in London, and there's a mix-up with their luggage. Their luggage doesn't appear, so they decide that they're going shopping. If I could go shopping where they went shopping, I'd be like, wow, that'd be brilliant. But then maybe again, when I think about it, maybe I wouldn't. I'm not going to tell you where they went shopping, but let's just say big posh shop in London that begins with an H. There you go. But that's where they go shopping. They have a meeting with the rest of their group who are going on this bus tour, and there's a bit of friction between a couple of the characters, and this builds to the point where something happens and they're like, wait a minute, why did that happen? Where did that happen? So it's like they're like, ooh, we're gonna have to investigate this. They start investigating, and the police are maybe not that happy with that idea, but they quickly realise that the man that is in charge is about as dopey as their detective-y friend back in America. And basically the story is them trying to solve this murder. But it was just so well written, and the characters are just so well portrayed. I love them. They're quirky, they're funny. They think differently or out the box to everybody else. And I just think they are great stories. The way that V.M. Burns manages to interlink all of them, that they each have a sort of special talent, as it were, and that they use that to find out information. It is really good. They work so well as a cohesive unit that you can't not love them, and you can't not enjoy the books that she writes. So if you're looking for a really fun, cozy mystery, you don't have to have read the other books in the series. You can read this as a standalone quite easily. If you're looking for a cozy mystery for March Mystery Madness, or just a cozy mystery for the winter nights, I wouldn't put you past VM Burns and all her cozy mysteries actually, but this one was good. So it was A Tourist Guide to Murder by VM Burns. If you get it, please let me know, and let me know down in the comments what you think about it, because I really did enjoy it. Thank you. Bye. The second book I have to talk to you about is called Marianne's Hope by Molly Jebber. Again, this is published on the 26th of January, so Tuesday, and it was sent to me by Kensington Books again. So thank you very much to Kensington for the e-arc of this copy. This is an Amish story. It's set in an Amish village or town, and in it we meet MaryAnn, who is a baker in the local bakery, and she loves her job. She really does. We find out that she has been married before. She married an Englishman, and something happened to him, and she's come back to her Amish roots, to her family, with her daughter Betsy, which is fine. They've been really well accepted back in to Amish life, and she is following the Amish ways. We also then meet Andrew, who comes to the town, who is in the town and is a carpenter, and the stuff he makes is beautiful. And the two of them start sort of enjoying each other. You know, they become friends, or they are friends, but it becomes more than that. Now, there are a couple of stings in the tail in this one, in that Marianne's mother is very controlling. When Marianne left, she didn't do very well, and now that Marianne's back, she is clinging to her with every ounce of her tenacity that she possibly can. Yes, she's happy that Marianne and Andrew are dating, but I don't think that she was wanting them to take it any further, put it that way, for them to be married or whatever, because then it means that Marianne would have to leave the house, set up home with Andrew, and mother was like, I'm not having any of that. So I don't know whether out of desire or just because that's the way she was, she made things quite difficult for them. And that part of the story I didn't particularly enjoy. I thought she was just too interfering, too controlling, basically. I thought it was like all about her, not enough about, well, what about your daughter's happiness and your granddaughter's happiness. So that didn't sit too brilliantly with me. Andrew has his own problems, and he wants to start his own carpentry shop, but there is already one in the town, and the man that runs it does not need any other help. It looks like things could get better for him, in that his uncle wants him to take over his shop, but it's like 3.5 hours by buggy away from Marianne. So you have this conflict with both characters as to what they're going to do. Are they going to keep dating? Are they not going to date? You have a lot of build up of, what are we going to do? How are we going to do it? And other characters putting their tuppence worth in. So you have that in the story, which was actually very well done, and I did enjoy it. I said, apart from the controlling mother, I did really enjoy this story. It was beautifully written, great understanding of characters' feelings, and the emotions that go with what are we going to do, and everything like that, the feeling of guilt. And I just thought it was so well written. The plot line was very, very believable, and I really thoroughly enjoyed it. So if you're looking for a really nice read, then go pick up Marianne's Hope by Molly Jebber. It was really, really nice. The last book I want to talk to you about is his Country Cinderella by Karen Rose Smith. This was actually published in 2013 by Mills and Boon, but they brought it out again like last year. So, but there still is obviously 2013 as a publication date. This is just a lovely romance. It follows our two main characters, Zane and Jeanette. And Jeanette has a wee boy called Joshua. I think it's Joshua. Now, Zane is a country music star, and something has happened that he is, shall we say, for better words, hiding out in a cottage at the top of a mountain. And Jeanette happens to be the cleaner. And they don't normally meet, but this day, fate would have it, they do meet, and there is a wee bit of chemistry there between them. And Zane decides he would like to get to know her better. So it's basically the story of their romance. There are various other people involved, but what I really did like about this book was the fact that it was just Zane, Jeanette, and her son. They were the majority of the story, which was really nice. Yes, the side characters come in, but they didn't overpower the main characters, which I really, really loved. Jeanette's wee boy, who's 4.5, oh, he was a wee star, he was beautiful, I loved him. He was just so enthusiastic, he was polite, he was just a really lovely little 4-year-old or 4.5-year-old who just wanted to grab life and see what happened. Where could he find, what would happen if he did this. He loved colouring, he loved reading, he loved nature, but there are little things that Zane did that he was just so appreciative of, and it was just lovely. Zane tried, obviously because they were together, he did try to help her, but he did understand that she had to stand on her own 2 feet. She wanted to work things out for herself. She had various issues, various problems, mostly monetary, that she needed to work out for herself and wanted to work out for herself. So he let her. Okay, a couple of times he maybe chipped in a wee bit, but he did it for her good, and she very kindly sort of said, look, I appreciate it, but maybe back off a wee bit. And it was just so well done. If you're looking for a really lovely romance with the two main characters at the heart of the book, and just like the side characters being what they are, side characters, I would pick this one up. It is a lovely read, and I recommend it. Well, I hope you've enjoyed my reviews, friends, and that you may go and pick up these books. If you do, again, please let me know down in the comments if you have read them or if you plan to read them. And when you do read them, let me know. It'd be really nice to discuss them with you if you wanted to. But that's it for this video. Hope you've enjoyed, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.